Another heartbreaking story here of an anti-masker, this time a man from Texas, 30 years old, who actually helped organize anti-mask rallies, who is now unresponsive in the hospital on a ventilator, heavily sedated with COVID-19. His wife, who is pregnant, announced just a few days ago that they had essentially run out of options. There's nothing more they can do. So it is very, very likely that this man, Caleb Wallace is his name, is going to die, leaving behind 2 children already and a third on the way. Children that are about to grow up without their dad. And their dad, as I mentioned, has been an avid anti-masker. Here, Huffington Post reports, in July, Wallace reportedly helped organize the Freedom Rally, an event that billed itself as a protest against, quote, the government being in control of our lives. He also founded the San Angelo Freedom Defenders, which hosted a rally last year to end COVID tyranny. He wrote a letter in April to the San Angelo Independent School District and published by a local news outlet demanding that the school district rescind all COVID-related policies immediately. He falsely claimed that wearing masks had harmful effects on children, and there was little evidence that masks work for anyone. Now, we can't say for certain, obviously, that he would not have gotten sick if he had been wearing a mask. But again, I've said before, I'm running out of sympathy for these individuals. I'll make an exception for this one because this family it's tugging on my heartstrings here. Like it's tough. It's tough to talk about this. These kids are going to have to say goodbye to their dad. One of them's never going to know him. And if that kid ever grows up and searches his dad's name on the internet, that's going to be heartbreaking all over for that kid. Same thing with any of the children that are left behind from these anti-maskers. That's going to be the legacy of these parents. And I'm saying that to you now to help spread that message. Because eventually these kids are going to, hey, I want to look up my dad. I want to look up my mom. I never really knew him. Let me see. Oh my God, this is what the world thought of this person. This is what they did. And then they died from the very thing they were saying, oh my God. It's going to be a new level of heartbreak for these kids. And that's always going to get to me. Always, always, always. But folks, as I repeatedly say, I tell these particular stories, which are becoming far too common. I could basically do one every single day now. But I tell them because these are teachable moments. By the time you're watching this, Caleb Wallace may have already passed. Or through some miracle, maybe he got better. Honest to God, that's what I hope happens. I don't want this man to die. Again, I disagree with everything he stands for here, but I want him to pull through. I want him to get better, and I want him to go on and live a long and healthy life with his children and his wife. That's what I want to happen here. But there is no part of me that thinks that that is what's going to happen. These stories are devastating. These stories are heartbreakers. Families are falling apart, all because stubborn, idiotic people don't want to put a small piece of cloth over their mask when they go in public. What a way to go.